see we're competing with the Blazer game tonight, and I certainly welcome all of you folks that arrived and came out to honor our students and their academic and achievement, their award achievement. We have many awards and scholarships to present, and I invite you to join us in awarding and celebrating the achievements of Prairie High School students. The awards and scholarships presented here tonight represent outstanding performance, dedication, sacrifice, and commitment from each individual. Part of this assembly is to recognize all of those parents, friends, and family for their dedication and support for these achievers. And with that, we won't hold it up any longer. We're here to honor the student, and that's what we'll get on to. Thank you.
Right now, I'd like to welcome Miss Claudia Anderson to introduce the drummer who has a presentation for you.
I think I can speak without the microphone so they clear it off while I'm telling you about the scene. We have a scene from my advanced drama class. This is a scene that the students have prepared. They spent 3 or 4 weeks rehearsing it, blocking it, got some feedback from their fellow students and fixed some things, came back and showed it to us again. And then I asked them if they would perform tonight, so they've been working on it since then. It's a scene from a play called Star Spangled Girl by Neil Simon. And I wanted to kind of set the stage for you before we began it. You've got to imagine this is about 25 years ago. People are having love-ins in the park and marching in the streets and burning their draft cards. And this apartment belongs to a man who writes an alternative newspaper. And next door has just moved in a charming young lady from the South, an Olympic swimmer, and the man's roommate, who is also a writer for the paper, has fallen madly in love with her. Her name is Sophie, and has done all kinds of things, put chocolate bars in her mailbox that melted and got chocolate all over her letters, and tied notes to her cat's tail and scared the cat to death, and painted her apartment deck and got paint all over her feet. So anyway, she is just sick and tired of him. And in this scene that you're about to see, there's a confrontation between Sophie and Andy, the editor of the paper, about what they're going to do about Norman and how they're going to handle this situation. So the actress is Andrea Blakesley, and the actor is Brandon Callahan. And this is Star Spangled Girl by Neil Simon.
Miserable and eating his heart out.
You can tell him not to bother. I'm going to get me a big dog to eat it out for him. I've been fired. They didn't even give me time to dry off.
I know. I just spoke to the wild. But it wasn't your fault. Didn't you explain this to them?
Well, I found it difficult getting their attention while a crazy man was chasing me all through the YWCA. And that present of his is still picking away at everyone in the building.
What present?
A duck. He brought me a live duck. It's still there quacking and snapping at everyone. When I left, the gym teacher was hanging from the basketball hoop. And then that crazy bird chased a 73-year-old arts and craft teacher down to the swimming pool and off the high diving board.
I didn't hear about this.
Well, did you know that I've been locked out of my apartment until I pay my rent? Which I can't do because I don't have a job.
Listen, I'll find you another job. Just give me a couple of days.
Well, I don't have a couple days. I have rent to pay and food to buy. What am I gonna do?
Surely there must be somebody in San Francisco who needs someone young healthy and strong. I don't suppose you'd consider professional football.
I'm calling my fiance.
Wait, I have an idea. And I don't say you're going to love it, but what do you say you come to work for us?
I'd rather get beat in the Olympics by Red China.
Well, why not? I mean, it would buy your iron and your steel and whatever else it is you eat.
I believe you're serious. If you're serious, I suggest you make yourself available for our country's mental health program. You think I would work for that bomb aimed at the heart of America?
What bomb?
Mr. Hobart, I don't know if you're a communist or a fascist or just a plain old-fashioned traitor, but you're certainly no American.
What are you calling me a traitor for?
For this, for holding your country up to ridicule in black and white. All I read last night was a table of contents. But if you don't like the country that gave you your birth, why don't you go back to where you came from?
I don't know what you're talking about, but writing constructive criticism about America's degenerating way of life is certainly not treason.
I don't know what is in your government overthrowing mind, but do you expect me to work for a magazine that publishes an article entitled, "Is LBJ on LSD?"
We're not implying that he takes drugs. It's a symbolic alliteration, meaning maybe the president has gone too far in certain areas.
Well, how about 27 ways to burn a wet draft card? Is that written from personal experience, Mr. Hobart?
For your information, I happen to have served 2 years in the United States Army as an interpreter for Brigadier General Walker Cooper.
In what country?
In this country. That idiot could hardly speak English. Now look, if you don't work, you don't eat. And if you don't eat, you get very skinny, you fall down, and then you're dead. Now, if your Marine likes living with a dead skinny lady, that's his business. Personally, I think you should accept the meager bread I'm offering you.
First you take away my loafing, and then you offer me your meager bread.
Why does everything you say sound like it came out of the Bible?
Well, thank goodness you heard it.
Miss Roshmeyer, do you need the job, or don't you? Because if you don't, I'll take it, because I need the money.
Well, unfortunately, so do I. Just tell me why. Why do you want me around here?
I'll tell you why. I don't want you around here, but that net up on the hot tin roof wants you around here. Now look, you have your principles, and I have mine. Mine are this magazine, and I will do anything to keep it from going underwater. That was an unfortunate choice of phrase.
All right, that's your principle. My principles are breathe and eat and live, just like any other animal on this earth.
So much for your character references. Now, about salary. What'd you get at the Y?
$72.
Well, Norman and I both know how to swim, so I'll give you $50.
For $55 off, I'll come in early and poison your coffee. I want what I got at the Y. $72.
So be it. Your hours are from 10 to 6, half a day on Saturday. Can you type?
No,
Can you take shorthand?
no,
Can you do filing?
no.
Maybe you better come in at 11. Can you cut?
My cat seems to think so.
All right, you can make lunches and pretend to look busy. Let's say you have two main functions. One, to stay out of my way at all times. And two, to smile at Norman as much as humanly possible.
Yes, sir. The first I'll do with utmost dedication, and the second I'll do over my dead body.
Miss Roshmeyer, it is evident that you and I have not gotten along since you came to work here. You need work, and I need you to say goo-goo to my partner every once in a while. So what do you say you roll up your lips so we can get to work?
All right, I'll make my bargain with the devil. I never run from a fight. I'm ready to go to work.
Am I supposed to shake that?
No, you're supposed to put $72 in it.
We did at the end of the week. Company policy.
Then I'll start at the end of the week. I don't trust you, policy.
Introduce you to National Honor Society's officers. You've already met me, but here we have Kitty Putney, our first vice president. Ben Thomas, our second vice president. Paula Charles, our treasurer. And Christy Scoville could not be here this evening, but she is our secretary. To start tonight, we would like Ms. Nichols to come up to present the Honor Society Awards.
Before I present these, I think that one person here that deserves a great deal of recognition and appreciation is Mrs. Blair. She's my co-sponsor. She's one who takes on the total responsibility of doing this assembly with the help of the National Honor Society officers. Mrs. Blair, why don't you stand up and let everyone know who you are and say thank you. National Honor Society has been privileged to select 2 members to compete in the National Honor Society scholarship competition. These selections are based on academic achievement, service, leadership, and character based on the records that students submit. This year, our 2 selected participants were Kitty Putney and Kristen Nordahl, 2 senior girls who've done a lot of work around here. Is Kristen here? Oh, there she is. Here comes Kristen. Thank you. Something else I'd like to mention. Ordinarily, we have an honor recognition night for seniors. This year, we have 34 seniors who have maintained National Honor Society standards and are members of the National Honor Society. Don't think they're all here tonight, but they deserve a big round of applause, too.
I would like to request that anyone who has gained an award stay on stage until that section is done, and that you hold your applause until everyone is on stage. Next, we have Claudia Anderson doing the Drama Awards.
All right, this evening I have 3 awards that I'm giving for drama, plus I've been asked to give Eastern Washington University College of Fine Arts Certificate of Artistic Recognition to an outstanding drama student here at Prairie High School. So I'm going to start with my awards. First, for excellence in drama and Shakespeare, Christopher Waddell. For excellence in advanced drama, a young lady you just saw, Andrea Blakesley. And for exceptional performance in stagecraft, Kimberly Dafus. Kim came half an hour early and we said, "We're glad you're here. Please do the lights for us." Thank you. And also the person receiving the Eastern Washington University College of Fine Arts Certificate of Artistic Recognition is Kim Bafis.
Next, we'd like the presenter for the Battleground Community Scholarship Fund to please come forward.
It is an honor to be here tonight to represent the Battleground Community Scholarship. This is a joint venture with the Battleground Lions Club and the Battleground General Federation of Women's Clubs. We offered 4 $500 scholarships, and I'm proud to announce tonight that 3 of those winners are from Prairie High School. They go $500 each to Jennifer Elder, Sherry Bates, and Lauren Kuziak. have the privilege of giving scholarships from the General Federation Women's Club of Battleground. It's a small $100 scholarship. We sent this recipient's name into the Washington State Federation Women's Club and received an additional amount. I'd like to present, or announce, Christine Nordahl for $100 from the General Federation Women's Club in Battleground, and an additional $400 from the Washington State Federation of Battleground.
For the PHS Booster Club, we have Mrs. Blair.
I'm not Nancy Turner, who's going to be the presenter, but she came and was ill and asked me if I would present these awards. These certificates say that they've been awarded $500 each from the PHS Booster Club Scholarship for 1991 and 92. And it says that the scholarship will be paid directly to the school of your choice. So I would like to award these two for PHS Booster Club to Jennifer Wapdell, and Dan Monahan. Sorry, Don.
Will the presenter for the no wait, I guess we did that one. The presenter for Washington State Federation of Women's Clubs. Well, there's two of them on here. Okay, will the presenter for the Battleground Public School Employees Scholarship please come up?
My name is Geraldine Scott, and I'm the president of the Public School Employees. And each year we give 2 scholarships, one to each high school for $100. And the recipient must be a dependent of a PSE employee. And our recipient tonight, he doesn't know who he is yet. His mother is a secretary at Battleground High School and has been there for about 3 years. And our recipient tonight is Dan Driver.
Now we'd like to have Ira Harris for the Lumberman Scholarship.
This is Lumberman's first year for offering scholarships. We offer $250 scholarships in communities throughout Oregon and Washington, 2 of which were in Clark County schools, and we'll be picking new schools each year. But this year's Industrial Arts Scholarship goes to Jules Sarkinen.
Now we have Captain Mark Chandler for the ROTC 4-year scholarship.
Each year, the Army gives a certain number of scholarships, about 3,000. These are not exactly easy scholarships to get. This year, the average GPA for a winner was 3.75. The average SAT score was 1250. You seniors out there know what that means. These scholarships are a full ride to any of over 500 schools. The exact value depends on which school you chose. The winner from this high school is Kari Broodvold. Come on up here.
all the parents out there wondering who I am. Most of y'all have talked to me on the telephone once or twice, or maybe once a month.
Hung up on your...
I have the pleasure this year to present the National Scholar Athlete Award from the Army Reserve. The two individuals that have been named for this award are Daniel Driver and Denise Maynard. Please come forward.
Will Mr. Bassett please come up and do the Social Studies and Health Awards?
On behalf of the Social Studies Department, I'd like to present the awards from those teachers that have picked outstanding students in their particular classes. If I mispronounce the names, I apologize. I'll try to get it straight up here. But for Mr. Frost, Nicola Boris, Michelle O.J., Zachary Manning, and excuse me, did we get from Miss Rowe? Okay, would be Jennifer Romig, and from Mrs. Christian, Marcy McCafferty. A lot of these students are probably studying right now and not be here. Dan Driver, I know Dan's here. Michelle Cornwell. Jason Glad from Mr. Carlisle's class. Emanuela Crasium. Colleen Barrett. From Mr. Hill's class, Ann Verinsky. Devin Hurd. Kimberly Stansberry. This is from Miss Carlton's class. Miss Lindquist, Nels. Ooh, it's Nels. Is Nels here? Oh, Tapio. Tapio, I'm sorry. Hope Rogenkamp. Sarah Fielder. From Mr. Parker's class, Kari Christensen. Travis Amundsen. John Passo. And this is from Mrs. Barnes, Kelly Jones. Adam Keister. Heidi Newhelfen. And Jacqueline Johnson. And then from my U.S. History and CWP classes, from my U.S. History class, Ben Schmidtke. And I know this gal's here has done an outstanding job in CWP this year, Paula Charles. Eric Ramey. Eric, I didn't know if Eric was going to be here. Great. And Rebecca Olson. I saw Rebecca out there somewhere handing out programs. Criteria for my class, all of these students did an excellent job. Plus, they were consistently putting an envelope with some bills in it underneath my door on a regular basis. Let's give all these students a big hand.
We now have Mr. Dombrowski with the Mathematics Awards.
Michelle OJ for exceptional performance in honors geometry. She's in my class. Kari Christensen, exceptional performance in honors algebra 2, also one of my students. Adrian Colley, exceptional performance in honors trig, one of my students. Audrey Keller, academic excellence in honors algebra 1. Mrs. McManus, student. Andrea Jensen, exceptional academic ability in algebra. Mr. Maynard, student. Kelly Snyder, exceptional performance in algebra. Mr. Maynard. Matt Turner, exceptional effort in algebra. Mr. Maynard. Jennifer Murphy, outstanding achievement in honors algebra 2. Mr. Pedersen, student. Sean Peterson, outstanding achievement in algebra 2. Mr. Pedersen, student. Oh, can't hear you? Sorry, I can't hear me. Sorry. Okay, Adonia Golden, outstanding achievement in honors algebra 2. Mr. Pedersen. Lisa McKinley, excellence in geometry. Mr. O'Boyle's student. Candace Cheney, excellence in geometry. Mr. O'Boyle's student. Stephen Charbonneau, exceptional improvement in geometry. Mr. O'Boyle's student. Mackey, exceptional performance in pre-calculus and math tutoring. Mrs. Nichols, student. Jason Gladden, exceptional performance in pre-calculus. Mrs. Nichols, student. Michelle Flagg, exceptional effort and determination in pre-calculus. Mrs. Nichols. And these are certificates of award for participating in the 1992 high school mathematics contest. Tammy Mackey. Jason Gladden. Scott Hujic. Lance Cheney. Kitty Putney. Mark Savoy. Justin Netto. Let's give these hard workers a hand.
Science awards.
You know, I've always wanted to sing before an audience, but luckily for you, tonight is not the night. It's my privilege to announce the awards for the various science classes that we have here at Prairie High School, beginning with Outstanding Achievement in Technology for Sterling Kiesler. Chemistry Student of the Year, Jason Gladden. The American Chemical Society Award for Excellence in Chemistry for Todd Fisher. Amy Zimmerman for Outstanding Achievement in Biology in my class. Jennifer Russell for Outstanding Achievement in Life Science, also one of my students. Jennifer Dalton for Outstanding Achievement in Zoology, again my student. I'd like to take credit for all of these students, but I can't. Zachary Manning for Outstanding Performance in Biology in Mr. Bradford's class. Jason Gladden, who seems to be getting more than his share tonight, for Outstanding Performance in Genetics for Mr. Bradford. Shane Everly for Outstanding Performance in Anatomy and Physiology for Mr. Bradford. Adrian Berg for Exceptional Improvement in Physical Science in Mr. Lemberg's class. Michelle Cook for Outstanding Achievement in Biology, again Mr. Lemberg's class. Hildy Reimer for Outstanding Achievement in Physical Science, Mr. Lemberg's student. Paula Charles for Outstanding Achievement in Physics for Mr. Rast. And Sherry Babes for Outstanding Physics Achievement in Mr. Rast's class. These students deserve our congratulations.
We started a new class in the agriculture department this year, environmental science, and we covered a variety of topics in that class, and we used the Salmon Creek Center, which is just up the road a little ways, as our lab site. And I'd like to recognize 3 seniors from that class that have been a big help, and having their maturity in class is greatly appreciated. Michael Reste, Tracy Davis Payne, and Tim Kossel. I believe they'll all be performing in the band later. In outstanding automotive technology is Randy Reddick. Mark Anderson in outstanding automotive technology. Steve Munoz in machining. Andrew Silbernagel in welding. Michael Winters, also in welding. Victor Hallstrom, excellence in machining. Warren Kangas, outstanding in drafting. Corey McNair in computer-aided drafting. Mildred Sarkinen, also in drafting. James Sutherland, outstanding student in photo and media. Jason Hanula, outstanding student in photo and media. Blaine Doman, outstanding student in photo and media. In the Chrysler troubleshooting contest, $150 tuition scholarship presented to Mark Anderson and Randy Reddick.
We now have Mr. Matheny doing the traffic safety and PE.
First is Shane Everly for most outstanding academically in traffic safety. Next, Cindy Nyland, excellence in body wise. Lois Sarkinen, outstanding achievement in creative cookery. Sarah Yukoski, excellence in family life. Todd Lang, outstanding performance in PE. Daniel Wookley, outstanding performance in PE. Jennifer Romeg, outstanding performance in PE. Andrea Blakesley, hard work and dedication in aerobics. Lizelle Atkins, excellence in PE class. Let's give them all a big hand.
We now have Mrs. Foote doing the Business Education and Marketing Award.
Okay, I'm going to do the Business Education Awards. Excellence in Keyboarding 1-2, Tim Moses. Outstanding Achievement in Business Management and Business OJT, Lori Hansen. Superior Achievement in Economics and Law, Kim Benson. Excellence in Keyboarding 1-2, Devin Hurt. Outstanding Achievement in Business Management and Business OJT. I believe this is wrong. Sorry. This is my student David Haglund. This should be Outstanding Ability and Achievement in Micro Applications. And another Outstanding Achievement and Ability in Computer Applications, Jacob Hall. Just like to say just a brief word about Jacob and David. They are excellent in computer technology and have saved us hundreds of dollars in just computer repair and working on our network, and I really appreciate their work. Outstanding Achievement in Business English, Sarah Yuskoski. Outstanding Achievement in Accounting, Kristen Nordahl. Okay, the last one in the business education area, I'd like Lori Peterson to come up. She was a student that we have named as Outstanding in 1991 Business All Around. And one of these is our local award from Prairie High School. The other one is Western Washington Business Education Association Award, and her name will be in the fall newsletter as the Outstanding Student from Prairie in Business Education. Okay, now Randy Hayes will do the Marketing Awards.
Try to be diplomatic about this, and so I have a sophomore, junior, and senior award. First one is for School Store Employee of the Year, Erin Bergeron. Excellent customer relations skills, great cashier, and she'll be missed in the store. Outstanding in the world of work, Naomi Kula. Naomi's really a productive student, uses her time well, has lots of initiative, a great worker. Jessica James, she's a sophomore. She's my marketing student of the year. She's a great student to have around. Hope to keep her in the program for the next couple of years. These students all deserve a round of applause.
Our jazz band hasn't showed up yet, and Mr. Aldridge was going to do the next two awards, so we will go down to choir. We have Mrs. McLaughlin come and present us.
While I have you all here, I'll do a little pitch. We're giving a concert in 2 weeks. Come out and see it. The choir students that are honored tonight are recognized just not for their singing ability and their musicianship, and all of these students possess those qualities, but recognized more for their ability to act as leaders. And as you know, choirs do more than just hang out and sing together. They work together as a team, and these students are the kind of students who lead teams well. From Girls Glee, an award to one of our soloists who was recognized at the district solo and ensemble contest, at the district choral contest. From Girls Glee, Sarah Lloyd. 2 from concert choir. 1, a gentleman who has played guitar for our concerts and has been effective as a leader in our choir, John Colgate. And the other is a fine pianist and great singer, very fine musician, Amy Zimmerman. And from the jazz choir, a very fine student and a very fine young man, Aaron Dean. Congratulations, kids.
Mrs. Blair will announce the girls' date from 1991.
If you'll notice, the jazz choir, or the jazz band is on here, and they had a chance to play for money tonight. And so they said they'd get here about halfway through. So we tried to put them on the program where they thought they might arrive. So keep your ears open. As soon as they come, why, we'll put them on. In the meantime, we'll go on with the program. The Girls State Award is something I'm very familiar with because many years ago I too went to Girls State, and I was very proud of that opportunity from my high school. And so I can relate to the student who did indeed attend Girls State for the state of Washington in 1991. Now that is last year's. It is not really this year's, but those are to be announced yet. And so I would like for Megan Powell to come forward. She's here. This is where we learn at Girls State and Boys State, we learn about government. And we did not send a student to Boys State this year. And how to conduct caucuses and be involved in caucuses and so on. And it's been so many years ago, I've kind of forgotten, but I hope Megan enjoyed it. Megan? There's another young man, I hope he's here tonight. I asked him to make sure that he would come. It was my privilege to attend a very unique kind of celebration. And this was done at the Red Lion at the Lloyd Center. I had never heard of this particular kind of award before, but I was quite thrilled when I got there to discover there were about 300 people. And one of the young men from Prairie High School, one young man was chosen. I didn't exactly know what for, so I'm going to read it to you and see if you'll be as thrilled as I was. I felt very honored to attend. The J.C. Penney Golden Rule Award recognizes and celebrates local volunteers and organizations who work selflessly and effectively to help others in the community. Their energy and spirit demands our admiration. Their contribution to the well-being of our community earns our thanks. What J.C. Penney's has done is in the greater metro area, which includes all the way to Longview, all the way up to Hood River, down to Salem, looked for nominees for just these categories and came up with 150 very outstanding people who contribute to all of us, who help to make our lives better. They narrowed the presentations down to 27 and gave 22 people who were absolutely astounding. Some of these people have given marvelously to their communities and honored them before these about 300 people. Then they had another 7 who were the finalists. And one of those finalists was a student from Prairie High School. And he happens to be a volunteer, a youth volunteer at Emmanuel Hospital and Health Center. And he works as a junior volunteer in the pediatric division for those youngsters who have had crises or trauma, and has done so for some time. And they had showed him slides of all these 7 people who were awarded the final awards. And I wanted to get those, but they wouldn't let me have them because they said they were going to show them other places. And I was really thrilled. And I would like for this young man to come forward, and I'd like to see us give him a big hand. Travis Lee Williams. Travis. Thanks, Travis. The other thing that happens is they get $1,000 each to donate to those various organizations where they are donating their time. Thought that was quite wonderful. I bet you're going to learn something tonight you didn't know. Did you know that J.C. Penney's was known as the Golden Rule store back in the early 1900s? You learned something you didn't know. I learned that. You didn't know it. Hurry up, jazz band. It's also my privilege to give out the Tandy Technology Scholar Awards, and we'll just take a minute and familiarize you with that. There are 2 letters here. One comes from the Texas Christian University in Fort Worth, the other one from Tandy Corporation. I'd like to read the one from Tandy Corporation. It says, "Dear Tandy Scholar, congratulations and thank you for pursuing excellence and achieving it. America faces many challenges in maintaining its competitiveness and standard of living. We cannot allow mediocrity or a lack of concern about our future to cause our country to drift into a second-rate status. Perhaps the best way for us to meet those challenges is through outstanding education, particularly in mathematics, science, engineering, and computer science. By making a firm commitment to excellence in education, we can not only compete, we can lead. This commitment to excellence and concern for the future inspired Tandy Corporation to initiate the Tandy Technology Scholars Program. We are proud to be America's largest consumer electronics retailer and manufacturer, and we want to help ensure that there are plenty of highly motivated people such as yourself to guarantee America's excellence and competitiveness into the future. Thank you for being a champion of the classroom. You have made the sacrifices and worked hard to make your future, and potentially everyone's future, more secure. We encourage you to continue to pursue your in excellence." And it's signed by Mr. Roach, president of the Tandy Corporation. So I'd like for these scholars to come forth. It says academic top 2%. 1991-1992, Miss Paula Charles. Dan Driver. Jennifer Elder. Peterson. Paula, did I give you the wrong one? Here. This one, or sorry. I think we've given you. Are they here? Oh, they're here. Jazz band's peeking around the corner over there. Okay, I just have one other thing to do here. This is not on the menu tonight. The United States Navy sends these certificates out, and again, it says the Navy Honors Program Certificate of Achievement for Academic Excellence. However, it does not tell us exactly what percent that is, but you'll hear some familiar names here. Tammy Mackey, Denise Maynard, Kristen Nordahl, Rebecca Olson, Michelle Anderson, Brandon Hurt, Christine Scoville, Tim Moses. Tim's out there with the band someplace. We'll have to give his, I don't know if he's... Kathleen Putney, Kimberly Ripley, Sherry Bates, Carrie Brunvold. Am I saying that right, Carrie? Kari. Okay, sorry. Paula Charles. Daniel Driver. Sorry, Dan. Dan Driver. Okay, I think everyone deserves a great big round.
We will now have jazz band play after they get all set up. If they want to come in and do that, please. Australia?
I have the honor tonight of awarding the National Merit Commendations. The National Merit Commendations are based on the PSAT, you've heard that term here tonight before, which is a national standardized test given to students in the fall of their junior year nationwide. Recognition is given to the top finalists nationally. The next highest receive commendations. Some years in high school have one or two finalists, some or one or two commendations, and sometimes they have none at all. This year, we're very fortunate. We have two students that are receiving commendations. Paul Pearson. Catherine Putney. Paula Charles. Justin Nato. These folks take that. Washington State Principal Scholars. The Washington Association of Secondary Principals annually gives out scholars and recognizes fellow students for the following outstanding academic achievements and merits. And we have, tonight we have Christine Scoville, Catherine Putney. Catherine's getting a lot of these tonight. Mary Massey Homla. Angeline Kushner. Rebecca Olson. Sherry Bates. Carrie Brudevold. Kristen Nordahl. Denise Maynard. Jennifer Elder. Daniel Driver. Paula Charles. Lori Peterson. Tammy Mackey. Congratulations. Now we have the Washington State Honors Awards, are given in recognition of outstanding academic achievement, which ranks in the top 10% of the Washington State High School graduating class of 1992. A very high award. Carrie Brudevold. Paula Charles. Daniel Driver. Shane Carpella. Tammy Mackey. Denise Maynard. Justin Nato. Kristen Nardle. Megan Powell. Catherine Bootney. Kimberly Ripley. A big hand for these high achievers. Now, Bev, are we ready for jazz band?
In case you heard a big sigh or something, this is the first time that I've worn a tie since my interview down here, so probably the last time I'm going to wear one for a while too. I'm going to call each person up here and then I'm going to tell you what scholarships they got. There's a whole bunch of them. Some of them they know, and then we'll talk about some other ones that they didn't know. Michelle Anderson, Congress Bundestag Exchange Program Scholarship for study in West Germany for the 1990-91 school year. Sherry Bates, Southwest Washington Medical Center, $500. American Legion Patriotism and Citizenship, $500. Battleground Elk Scholarship, $200. Tony Shower Memorial Scholarship, $1,000. Vancouver Police Association Scholarship, $500. University of Puget Sound Trustee Scholar. One that I don't think she knew about, the Battleground Education Association Scholarship, $400. Greg Belkoff. Brian Olson Memorial Scholarship. This is given to a football player. In memory of Brian Olson, a student who attended here at Prairie. Jenna Bacher. Junior Achievement of Applied Economics, $1,000 scholarship. Paula Charles. Philip Morris Corporation Scholarship. Youth for Understanding Scholarship, Brazil, June through August. University of Washington Undergraduate Scholarship, $1,000. Dan Driver. Battleground Elk Scholarship. The WSU Glen Terrell Presidential Scholarship, $905. WSU Alumni Leadership Award, $1,000. And then the Battleground Public School Employee Scholarship, $100. Jennifer Elder. A couple that she didn't know about. First of all, we've got the Battleground Lady Elks Scholarship, $500. We've got the Battleground Community Scholarship for $500. And we've got the Carl Johnson Scholarship, which is for somebody who's thinking about going into education, for $400. And the John Beeman Memorial Scholarship in memory of John Beeman, whose sons attended Prairie High School, for $300. Lauren Hudzak. Battleground Community Scholarship, $500. Nicole LaChapelle. This is a Marie Snelling Memorial Scholarship given in memory of Marie Snelling, and it's given to a volleyball player. Tammy Mackey, University of Washington Undergraduate Award, $1,000. General, $2,274. Dan Monahan, Prairie High School Booster Club Scholarship, $500. Tim Moses, Clackamas Community College, full tuition. Mount Hood Community College, full tuition. Central Washington University, full tuition. Central Washington University chapter of NAJE, $300. University of Washington tuition scholarship, $1,000. Kristen Nordahl. The Greater Federation of Women's Club local was $100 and the state was $400. And she was awarded for a guy who used to work here at Prairie High School named Axel Forsman, the Axel Forsman Scholarship for $500. Rebecca Olson, Central Washington University, Farrell Merit Pre-Med, tuition and books, music scholarship, $150. Lori Peterson. Elks National and State Awards. The national award was $800. The state is unknown at this time. The Brigham Young University's Certificate of Scholarship is a $2,190 renewable tuition. Junior Achievement Applied Economics, $1,000. Paul Pearson, University of Alaska Fairbanks Chancellor Scholarship. Megan Powell, University of Puget Sound Trustee Scholarship. Kathy Putney, Pacific Telecom Scholarship, $2,000. University of Puget Sound Presidential Trustee Scholarship. The teachers have like candy money and that stuff that goes into a donation to make a scholarship. This year that scholarship goes to Lyle Rayworth. It's worth $200. The Lumberman Scholarship, which is already awarded, was for $250 to Jules Sarkanet. And Jennifer Waddell was awarded the Prairie High School Booster Club Scholarship for $500. Congratulations for all the
Scholarship Program, American Overseas Program, Youth for Understanding International Exchange. Paul, you probably know more about this than we do. Just follow, okay, for you. And Paul Pearson, are you there? Come on up here. This is the University of Alaska at Fairbanks Certificate of Merit. Paul L. Pearson in recognition of distinguished achievement. Chancellor Scholarship. I think he has to do maybe a little more work on this one, apply or something. I just want to say that there have been a lot of glitches in this program in the past, but this, I don't know about this one. The jazz band says that Tim Knowles' truck broke down on 4th Plain and all the equipment's in it. I'm kind of thinking maybe they're watching the Blazer game instead. But I hear sounds over here, and I'm sure they're not quite ready. So what we're going to do is go ahead, and then we're going to treat you as soon as they're able. So please bear with us. Thanks for being a really great audience. I think we have some really wonderful students at Prairie High School. Sometimes they don't think I think they're wonderful. I try not to let them know it till the end of the year, but they are. And I think it's the parents out there pretty much had a hand in that. So we want to thank you for turning out tonight and participating with us. So we'll just go ahead with the rest of the awards until we hear that band, until we get a signal that they're going to play, and then we'll treat you. If anyone knows the score, don't be afraid to tell us.
Okay, we can't have Tracy sing either because she needs the jazz band. So we will go on to art and language arts with Mrs. McCormick.
I'm presenting awards for Paul Shepard, the art teacher this evening. For Cindy Yinger, the outstanding senior in artistic achievement. Okay. Teryoshi Oku for outstanding senior in artistic achievement. Jason Dodson, outstanding sophomore in artistic achievement. Amy Richardson, outstanding freshman in artistic achievement. Michelle Cook, excellence, oh, I'm sorry, I started mine already. This is from the Language Arts Department now, and from Julie Phipps. Michelle Cook, excellence in language arts, from her class. From Lauren Webster's research paper class, Megan Powell for the best research paper of the year. Again from Lauren Webster, Richard Hofer, top grade in Honors American Studies. From Gary Cotton's Accelerated Reading class, Mildred Sarginen for the Accelerated Reading Student of the Year. And again from Gary Cotton, Sherry Bates, Psychology Student of the Year. From Linda Carlton, Juan Mendez for exceptional improvement in writing. Again from Linda Carlton, Helen Kinnanen for outstanding effort in introduction to writing. From Linda Carlton, Douglas Heaton, outstanding effort in English. And from Juan Christian's advanced placement class, the outstanding student in advanced placement English, and this is a special award because the students chose this recipient, and the recipient is Anna Lynch. Again from Juan Christian's AP English class, the winner of AP Hemingway contest, Michelle Anderson. The outstanding student in AP English, Megan Powell. A second outstanding student in AP English, Paul Pearson. Another outstanding student in AP English, Michelle Anderson. From Juan Christian's English 1-2 honors class, exceptionally outstanding in Honors English 1-2, Kristen Parcher. And another outstanding student in AP English, Paula Charles. And the final outstanding student in AP English, Rebecca Olson.
College of Fine Arts. It's a certificate of artistic recognition for Cindy Yinger. Cindy. And we'd also like to say that the cover of your program was done by Cindy, and we think she did a really great job. About the foreign language
assembly. Because we deal with over 700 students, and to try to pick 10 who are outstanding is just practically impossible. It almost gets down to the point of flipping coins. So between our 4 languages and 4 levels of the 4 languages, these were the people who happened to come out on top this year. To Eric Rand Scheis for Mr. Frost, shows initiative in understanding Japanese. To Rebecca Olson, outstanding performance in second-year French. To Charmaine Bach, outstanding performance in French 2. To Marcel Prather, outstanding performance in German 1. To Juliet Dowsett, outstanding in German 2. Lance Cheney, excellence in German 2. Michelle Anderson, excellence in German 4. Amy Zimmerman, outstanding achievement in Spanish 2. Todd Fisher, exceptional academic ability in Spanish 2. Sarah Fielder, exceptional performance in Spanish 1. Tim Morrell, outstanding student in advanced Spanish. And Mark Savoy, outstanding student in advanced French. Let's give them a round of universal.
We'd now like Mrs. Barnes to come up and do the Home and Family Life Awards.
Getting a little worried. I saw my students already up here, and I thought, now the next thing they can just introduce me as my baby name. But it looks like they did a good job. Okay, first we have, for exceptional preschool tutor is Joanne Lay. And exceptional preschool tutor also is Dee Dee Ruther. And exceptional preschool tutor again is Heather Tom. And once again, Amy Heiser. And once again, exceptional preschool tutor is Holly Butler. And once again, Tammy Bruhard. And exceptional performance in preschool to Paula Charles. Once again, exceptional performance in preschool is Triana Yearout. We actually have 2 preschool programs, one through Home and Family Life, and then one is in preschool tutoring with our special needs population. And this year, we're working with our special needs kids, our best kids, Marie Payne-Ruggiero, Amy Beth Masick, and Patricia Bartkowski. These ladies do just not only a nice job with the preschoolers, but go above and beyond and bringing a lot of extra projects into the program. They all deserve a big round of applause.
We realize you guys have been sitting for a long time, and we really appreciate it. So, since Jazz Band isn't here and we can do neither performance without them, we will give you about a 5-minute intermission to go to the bathroom or get cookies or something. Okay, we're going to continue with the awards. Mr. Aldridge will give out the band awards right now.
Thank you for being patient. We just come back from a performance in Vancouver for the last 2 hours, and our van, Tim Moses' vehicle broke down with all our equipment in it, and we're going to, look at that. Speaking of, for exceptional performance in sophomore band, Amanda Lapsley. For exceptional performance in symphonic band, Paula Charles. For exceptional performance in jazz band, Bob Sable. For exceptional performance in freshman band, Tiffany Elder.
The Eastern Washington University College of Fine Arts Certificate of Artistic Recognition presented to Rebecca Olson. Certificate of Artistic Recognition, College of Fine Arts, Eastern Washington University, Vocal Music, Aaron Dean. Participation in the 1992 mathematics competition, Lance Cheney. These are students that were with us while these other awards were given out. For outstanding achievement in automotive technology, Mark Anderson. Chrysler AAA troubleshooting contest in auto mechanics, $150 tuition scholarship, Mark Anderson. For excellence in keyboarding 1 and 2, it's not piano, Tim Moses. Also, the United States Navy takes pleasure in presenting Tim Moses with the Navy Honors Program Certificate of Achievement for Academic Excellence. Top grade in Honors American Studies, Richard Hofer. And musical excellence in jazz choir, Aaron Dean. Thank you very much. We have been asked to play a song for you. This is a Count Basie tune entitled Blues for Stephanie. Features one of the most talented pianists the school has had in many years. This is Tim Moses, and you'll hear from Mark Anderson also on tenor saxophone. This is Blues for Stephanie. I have two more awards to present at this time, please. The Orion Industries Girls Basketball Athletic Academic Scholarship Award for 1992. Two recipients, Lonnie Kamahaku and Jennifer Elder.
Can we have all the Honor Society officers back up here, please? So I'm not on my way though? We will go on with the awards, and we will have Tracy right before Mr. Elliott's closing remarks. So now we will have Mrs. Blair do the Knowledge Bowl Awards.
15 minutes ago, 54 to 45 in favor of the Blazers, so what it is now. I realize that we're running a little late because of the little intermission there. Usually we have this over with well before 9, but if you'll just bear with us a little longer, and I hope you're enjoying the music. Mrs. Cope was not able to be here to present these awards for Knowledge Bowls. She gets a little stage fright, which is kind of hard to believe if you knew her. So I'm doing this for her, and I'm going to cut short what she's written here. But she says, this year's Knowledge Bowl team was terrific. They competed at 4 local round-robin competitions and at the regional meet at Lower Columbia College. They were second in the C division. There are several veteran members, and they have added some new people as well. Said it was a lot of fun, and they put to their repertoire some new phrases. One of which she says is lizards, Honus Wagner, Herbert Hoover, that's new, and probably North. In fact, one member got so excited they responded, instead of the Merchant of Venice, they said the Virgin of Menace. They're a great bunch and did a wonderful job. And we have several students who have gained 15 points, which is what they needed in order to gain a letter. And so would these students please come forward? Allie McCoy. Whoops. These aren't letter awards. These are all awards. And so let's save our applause till they get here. These are members of the team. Allie McCoy, Tammy Mackey, Tony Wiggering, Eric Savoy, Mark Savoy, Benjamin Thomas, is up here on the platform, Paul C., James Putney, Katie Putney, Elza Nordahl, Justin Nadeau, Richard Hopper, Gregory Fitt, I don't know, they're somewhere, Paula Charles, Mark Anderson, Kristen Nordahl, excuse me. Believe me, earning these letters is very difficult. The ASB does not like to give them out just willy-nilly. So some get letters and some get these little lanterns. So we have Greg Fitt, who gets a certificate award with a lantern. Paula Charles, who gets a letter. Okay. Allie McCoy, who gets a letter. Tammy Mackey, who gets a lantern. James Putney, who gets a letter. Kitty Putney, who gets a lantern. Oh, is that what those are called? Kristen Nordahl will get it. All right, and Elza Nordahl. And Justin Nadeau, who also gets a lantern. Antoni Legreen. Lantern, Mark Anderson. Lantern, Ben Thomas. Lantern, Mark Savoy and Eric Savoy. Mark, I don't know why they get, one's got a letter and the other one has a lantern. You already have a letter, you don't get one. All right, that makes sense. Shall we give them a big hand?
We now have Mrs. Nichols giving out the special awards and service awards.
These awards are given generally by staff members for students who have done some outstanding service for us. To Marie Payne Reggio, outstanding service to the main office. To Holly Tananen for outstanding service in the main office. Jana Homola, same award. Lois Sarkinen for outstanding service in the ASB office. Laura Kangas, outstanding service to the attendance office. Linda Matson, outstanding aide to the counseling center. Melly Burgess, hard work in SUP lab. What's SUP lab? Which one? Still didn't hear. Special education lab. Okay. Jason Hamill, hard work in special ed lab. David Murphy, hard work in that lab. Drusilla Deans, exceptional improvement in responsibility and academic improvement. And Christopher Milburn, exceptional improvement in academics and responsibility. Okay, I've got one more.
Now we have Mr. Elliott doing the valedictorians and salutatorians.
We have 7 awards remaining tonight. These are the top academic awards that you can win in any high school. That's a valedictorian and a salutatorian. Tonight we're going to have 2 valedictorians with a perfect 4.0. We have 5 salutatorians, and they only have 1 B each in 7 semesters. That's an outstanding academic record. And with that, we're going to call up first valedictorian Lori Peterson. Tammy Mackey. Salutatorian Paula Charles. Salutatorian Daniel Driver. Salutatorian Jennifer Elder. Salutatorian Denise Maynard. And salutatorian Kristen Nordahl.
Oh, Dad.
I'd like to add just a real quick note about our valedictorians. This is just kind of on my own, but Lori Peterson also works at TJ Maxx between 20 and 25 hours, and I just think it's so commendable that not only can she be involved in student activities, but she can get a 4.0, and plus she can work. Good job, Lori, as well as Tammy Mackey. She's in just a tremendous amount of activities. It's not easy getting a 4.0.
Now we'd like Tracy Payne to come up and sing her song for us.
And when she passes each one, they go, ah. Oh, how he watches us sadly. How can we tell her he loves her?
Mr. Elliott would now like to make the closing remarks.
We're going to keep the closing remarks short tonight. We know you've been out here for a long period of time. We are apologetic for the delay. We know that the talent that you just viewed is well worth the delay. We're very proud of our Prairie band, jazz band. We're very proud of Al, who is in charge of the band here. We thank you very much for coming out and viewing the awards tonight. We're also very, very proud of our Prairie students, and as you can see, they are achievers and overachievers. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this. Good night.